Hello and welcome to another wonderful video. Today we're going to be talking about a couple of dreams here because it's dream time. The thing where I talk about dreams from my dream journal because I keep a dream journal. Today we're going to be talking about the first dream on the night of October 31st, 2014 on a Friday. Now this is a Halloween dream. It happened on the night of Halloween. Ooh, spooky. This dream, it started off at this, some kind of college or high school thing. It's kind of more like a university, college kind of place more than it is like a high school or whatever. I'm at this place. Well, like I said, this dream began at a college, and me and these in dream school friends or whatever heard shouting outside. So we're inside this hallway or somewhere near the entrance, and we just start hearing this shouting and stuff like that. Like there's a fight or something else going around. So we're like, oh man, that's kind of weird. Let's go investigate that. So we go outside. And it's the school nut job. Now, I don't know why. I don't know what's up with that. But apparently in this dream, there was this school nut job that everyone knew about. He was always doing crazy stuff. And he never got expelled for it or anything. He was just a crazy guy. He never really did anything dangerous, but he was a really crazy guy. He would always go around spouting out really crazy out there theories, always shouting out random nonsense. Every once in a while he would do something, but never bad enough to get expelled or suspended over. And that's a little bit of backstory about the school nut job in the dream. That we all knew this. As soon as the dream started, I knew this. The in-dream friends knew this. We all knew who this guy was somehow, even though I don't know who this is in real life. Anyway, today he was claiming that Greg was brainwashing people. Now, I don't really know who exactly Greg is, but I guess he's another school friend or a school in-dream school friend or whatever. So he says that Greg is brainwashing people. So, of course, no one listened to him and no one believed him or whatever. So that's that. We're thinking, oh, it's just a school nut job. That's all there is to it. Nothing really nothing really to it, right? So anyway, after everyone is gone, my friend was convinced that if he went with Greg, he would just gain power somehow. So I guess Greg wasn't the in-dream friend. It's not really clear on that in the dream journal, but what I can tell, my in-dream friends knew Greg, and I knew Greg. Everyone kind of knew Greg or whatever, and apparently he's brainwashing people. So shortly after all this nonsense happens, this in-dream friend is convinced that if he goes with Greg and goes with him to some place, he's going to gain superpowers. So we're like, that's weird. So he ends up getting trapped in a metal box and taken to a train. So out of nowhere, this just happens. So we're like, oh my God. So I obviously no one's gonna believe me because, you know, that's crazy. So I go to the school nut job, the local nut job, whatever you want to say, and we figure out where he's gonna end up at. And so we're like, okay, let's go there. We can totally do this. So we go there, and the plan is to break him out. Once we get there, it's this weird dark room. It wasn't very lit up well. And when we get in there, there's my friend, my in-dream friend. He is breaking out of this metal box. We feared that he could be a monster now somehow. For some reason, we thought that he was going to be a monster somehow, like he was going to have these like crazy superhuman like powers or whatever. I mean, he did break out of a metal box, but anyway, we were scared of that. But he came out just fine. He was fine. He seemed like nothing had happened at all to him at all. And it was like, okay, that's cool. So I try to get him out of there, but he wanted to stay. So he wanted to stay in this area because he still wanted to get the powers. He still hadn't got his powers, and he wanted to get the powers. He was still, I guess, brainwashed or whatever. So I tried to I tried to convince him that, you know, Greg is lying. This isn't what he was, you know, doing. He's lying to you. He's trying to brainwash you. Yada 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 yada. He wanted to stay though, regardless of what I said or what I did. He wanted to stay. So I told him that, you know, maybe you already got the powers, so you should really come and fight crime with us. So let's go, you know, trying to convince him to get out of there. It didn't work because he started to question what kind of power he got or what power he would get. So he hoped that he would get the power. Is this part where it gets really funny and weird. This is the part where he says that, man, I really wish that I would get the power that I could shoot the moon. And we were all like, shoot the moon? What? Shoot the moon? What is he talking? What is he on about? No one shoots the moon. And this nut job the nut job. He's still with me. He decides the best course of action is to just knock him out. He knocks him out, and we carry him back to the school for help. But when we get to the school, once we get to the main building, someone had all the steps lined up with shock pads. For some reason, there's like stairs that go up into this building. That's not really abnormal or anything, but for some reason, on these stairs that lead up to the main building, there's shock pads lined up on them. And we're like, wow, that's really messed up. That's crazy. So it had turned out that other people had been brainwashed, and it kind of ends right here, but I'm pretty sure we end up getting in there, finding out that the other people are brainwashed. It just ends right there. The other people had been brainwashed while we were gone trying to save our friend, and that's pretty much where the dream ends. It's kind of weird, I know, but it's a dream. That's an October dream. That's a Halloween dream. But yeah, that's the dream that happened on October 31st, 2014. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and talk about a different dream. Okay, so this next dream is going to take place on the night of July 19th, 2015 on a Sunday. Now, this dream, this one's a little bit weirder, definitely a little bit weirder, but again, it kind of sticks to the whole dorm, apartment, university kind of thing to it, whatever. Anyway, I have no idea why. According to the dream journal, I have no idea why, but I'm walking to my room, which is some kind of dorm or apartment or whatever, and I get in for the first time and discover it's all wrecked, it's all trashed, yada yada yada. There's clothes, bags, empty trash cans just all over the place. It looks like some kind of party had happened here, and I was upset that all of this stuff was happening, and I was like, dang it, I gotta take care of this whole apartment, man. I'm literally just moved in. I just moved into this dorm, this apartment, whatever it is. I'm not really sure what it was, but I'm there, and this girl, she just walks in all of a sudden. It's like, she just walks right in, right past me. She goes, "I know you won't mind. I just got to take a quick shower. Our water isn't working." So she starts going into this bathroom, taking off like shirts and stuff on the way there. She's still in bras and whatever, but she's taking off her clothes as she gets into the bathroom. I'm like, what the shit? At this point, I'm very confused. Anyway, she gets to the bathroom, she closes the door, the shower starts, and I'm like, that's really weird. For some reason, immediately after this, the police come in. And I tell the officer I can explain the mess really nervously, as if I was going to be in trouble, that my little room or whatever was messy. For some reason, I guess that was going through my head, is that was the main issue here, is that all of this stuff I was going to get arrested for a messy apartment or a dorm or something. I don't really know. Anyway, they come in, and I tell him I can explain the mess really nervously, and I was actually nervous the entire dream. I don't know why. I was just nervous the entire dream. Anyway, one of the officers, they asked me who's in the shower, and I said, well, I don't know. Some girl just came in and said her water didn't work. So this officer is like, hey, get out. He just like shouts that out into the bathroom, I guess, for some reason, and he I don't know. It's just weird. He just shouts out into this, like, hey, get out of the bathroom. The door opens, and for some reason, there is a black and white soaked duck just sitting there, just standing there at the door. And this black and white duck just walks out and goes, I thought you were cool, but I guess you're just mean. And the duck, it had her voice, the voice of the girl that just walked in and started taking a shower. So I guess when this girl gets wet, she turns into a duck. I don't understand it, but there she is. She's speaking with that person's voice, and she's soaking wet, so obviously she was just in the shower. She's a duck now for some reason. She walks out. She goes across the hall from my room, and apparently she lived there. So apparently there's like this hallway right outside this apartment, this dorm, whatever it is, and there's another room, and she lived there. So I don't understand the whole thing, but I'm very confused. For some reason, I got the impression that her name was Emily. I don't really know why, but that's the impression I got for some reason after most of the dream. So later the dream fast forwards, and I'm knocking on her door. She answers, then comes over. She's not a duck anymore, by the way. She answers and comes over. A crazy party started taking place, like out of nowhere, and somehow I guess I pass out somewhere or at some point, and I wake up. The officer has me in handcuffs, and he's arresting me and then I wake up. That's the whole dream. This one's kind of all over the place towards the end, but basically, I guess. I guess for some reason, I don't know why I went over there. I guess maybe the whole thing of it was like, hey, I need to go over there and see what's going on. I need to know why she turned into a duck, and I need to get some explanations from this girl that just came in and started taking a shower in my dorm or apartment or whatever. So I go over there, and there's just a party already breaking out or whatever, or about to take place, and I take part in the party. And at some point in the party, I must have done something illegal because there I am waking up to the officers from earlier handcuffing me and arresting me. And then I woke up for real, in real life. But anyway, that's pretty much it. That's the whole dream. That one's a little bit quicker and a little bit wild, really, if we're gonna be honest. For some reason, the whole duck part stuck out to me. I actually have it underlined in my dream journal. For some reason, this black and white soaked duck is what stood out to me the most in the entire dream. I don't know what it was about it, but at that point, just seeing this duck just made the dream perfect, I guess. I don't really know what it was, but something about this duck kind of stood out, and I don't know what it was. But yeah, that's it. That's going to do it for the video today, guys. I got a couple of dreams there. Let me know what you guys think about these dreams in the comments below, and let me know if you guys want to hear more of these dream times. And if you do want to hear more of these dream times and you haven't already subscribed or checked out the other dream time videos in the dream time playlist, you can go ahead and do that right here. Anyway, yeah, that's gonna do it for the video. So do not forget to like, subscribe, share, do those wonderful things, because when you do those wonderful things, you get access to wonderful content such as this. But that's not all. You also get to become wonderful yourself. Anyway, like I said, thanks for watching however you watched, and don't forget to stay wonderful.